and we can argue that too, as I said. But I don't think much of it at all. I think it's Brian Hoyer or Johnny Manziel, and if Johnny Manziel wins the job, Brian Hoyer will be the backup.
I agree with you 150%. I called the Thigpen thing 2 weeks ago. I saw him in camp. I said, listen, the ball doesn't leave his hand without it being intercepted. I'm telling you now, Tyler Thigpen is just garbage at this point. I don't know what he had before. I'm just telling you what I've seen in camp. He throws 2 or 3 interceptions a day to end practice. I'm just saying. I knew when he came in, I said, man, Tyler Thigpen, man, goodbye, Tyler Thigpen. So, and I don't think they think much of Connor Shaw either.
I'm not trying to defend Tyler Thigpen, but if you look at the third string quarterbacks around the NFL,
they'll be there though, John. I agree with you. Tyler Thigpen, Rex Grossman. If you need a third quarterback in December, Rex Grossman will still be available. He will be there waiting for a phone call, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Agreed.
And, as I said, I would keep a rookie or a first-year guy on the practice squad as my third quarterback. And you've seen the Patriots. The Patriots have done that for years. They've only kept 2 quarterbacks time and time again.
I agree with you in the specialization.
Because you need that extra special teams player on game day, especially when the injuries, especially later in the season when injuries start to mount. And I remember a couple games last year later in the season where a couple teams didn't even dress 46 because they didn't have 46 healthy people, and you're wasting it on a third quarterback who is never going to play, most likely. And if he is forced to play, like I said, well, you're in deep trouble anyway.
Yep. And the new thing nowadays is, so many guys have the cross backgrounds anyway, is that your emergency quarterback is your wide receiver who used to play quarterback in high school. So if you're, like you said, you're already screwed anyway, at least this guy knows how to take the snap. You're
right. There's so many players like that. You think about Joe Webb, a guy like that who's just, a tremendous athlete who played at the college level or played quarterback at the college level or even the high school level. There's so many guys who can, run the read option or just run sort of a wildcat offense as an emergency guy. And as I said, if that happens in game, that's what you do. And then next week you elevate the guy from the practice squad.
That's it.
It's just a strategical advantage on game day, and you only see it from those forward-thinking guys like Belichick. It's always the innovative forward-thinking coaches. The other ones just go, I'll keep my 3 quarterbacks and never use the third quarterback, and you just wasted a roster spot.
That's it. Just so you know, I never go 3 quarterbacks on Madden. When I start my season, I always prefer that extra spot to go to somebody that can actually play instead of the third quarterback, man. So I'm one of those forward-thinking Madden general managers myself. I'm just going to put that out there.
We all want to be Belichick. Deep down.
That's it, man. Are you a Madden guy? Do you get into that? Because it's coming out like 2 weeks, I think.
No, I'm not really a video game guy. I don't have enough. I don't have enough time. But back in my younger days, back in my younger days, I would play, and then you figure out I just played that game for 8 hours, and I gotta find something else. So luckily, I broke myself of that habit pretty quickly.
No, I'm with you. I do when I can, but I get a game in from here to there. You just don't have the time, trust me, I'm with you. But, hey, I just wanted to bring that up. John, a great conversation today. Thank you so much for being with us here in the middle of the week. And we got another weekend of preseason football on tap, and it ends with the Browns in Washington on Monday Night Football. And then you and I can catch up next week.
Speaking of, that's the thing we didn't address before you let me go. I just got to say that, Think about Johnny Manziel and what he's meant for the Cleveland Browns. The largest rated NFL Network preseason game ever was the Browns-Lions. And obviously now you have the Browns playing on Monday night, and it's all because of Johnny Manziel.
I agree with you. Which makes this even more amazing, seeing the way it's all playing out, man. And I'm with you, man. I know some of it is Johnny Manziel not doing his job from day one, but, man, I think that the more this goes on, and when you talk about things like that, and all of those reasons why most other teams would have just installed Manziel from day one and just given him the farm, my respect for Brian Hoyer grows as he continues to craft a spot for himself in a conversation that he had no place being in most other franchises. You brought up such a great point a couple of weeks ago about how that's to his credit that he's even there, because he got more than most teams would have given him as far as the opportunity, and he has more than made the most of it so far.
Yeah, and he'll be helped. Maybe the receivers can catch a few of his passes this week, and that'll help him.
Yeah, that would help a lot. All right, John, you have a good one, and we will catch up next week.
All right, buddy. Thank you.
Thank you. Great conversation. You guys can tweet with John on Twitter at JF McMullen. We're going to take a break. I'm going to try to find Dan Wismar. He's back from the wilderness of Michigan. And, I said it. I meant to say that school up north. He's back from there. We'll get him back here. We'll talk a little OH, baby, when we come back. Buckeyes, Tribe, Browns, so much more. Dan Wismar, clearly, look at the clock. We're heading into overtime. Don't go anywhere. Still more Sports Fix to come.
The Sports Fix, your choice for intelligent talk.
That was wonderful.
Bravo!
I loved that.
Oh, it was great.
Intelligent talk.
Well, it was pretty good.
Well, it wasn't bad.
Well, there were parts of it that weren't very good, though.
It could have been a lot better.
I didn't really like it.
These guys must be on the wrong station.
It was pretty terrible.
It was bad.
It was awful.
It was terrible.
Get him away!
Hey, boo!
Boo!
The Sports Fix.
Before we go to the break, guys, I want to talk to you just a second about our friends at GV Art and Design. Baseball's here once again. Cleveland, of course, excited, and GV Artwork teaming up with the Indians, and they're both going to knock it out of the park this season. And listen to some of the new designs they've got for Cleveland baseball fans everywhere. They've dug out an old classic, and they're bringing the heat with the new Wild Thing, Give 'em the Heater Ricky design. GV Artwork is teaming up with Cleveland fan favorite Michael Brantley and created a custom Dr. Smooth t-shirt. Plus, don't forget, they've got the Cleveland That I Glove collection, new tribal and Cleveland That I Love designs for women, and so much more. You can get GV Artwork designs on the website, gvartwork.com. And don't forget to use the sales code FIX10. That's FIX10, and you'll save 10% on your purchase. Or you can check out their new store in Lakewood on Detroit Avenue. Check them out in the Indians team shops and so much more. Cleveland That we all love, GV Art and Design. It's not just a shirt, it's a statement.
It's the Sports Fix. We'll be right back.
No football? No problem at Harry Buffalo North Olmsted. The excitement never stops. Every day of the week brings a different set of food and amazing drink specials.
And now,
fans, Harry Buffalo North Olmsted is the home for every UFC pay-per-view live on the big screens.
let's get it all!
And let's not forget their mouth-watering trademark, the Bison Burger.
They sure are good.
Nobody does bison like Harry Buffalo. The perfect combination of healthy and delicious.
Hey there, eat up, y'all. You's as good church-going folk. Y'all deserve a little treat.
What are you waiting for? Get to Harry Buffalo, just outside Great Northern Mall today. Harry Buffalo. Join the herd. Sportsfix listeners, like us on Facebook today. Facebook.com/The Sports Fix.
I've been a pro wrestler my whole life, so championship belts have always kind of been a way of life to me. But did you know title belts are quickly becoming the fastest rising and the most popular new way for people to celebrate all kinds of things you never would have thought of before? We use it for our fantasy football league. It's a really cool conversation piece. Office pools, employee of the month, you name it. There's tons of different trophies that you used to buy plaques for. Well, I'm here to tell you about Pro-Am Championship belts, who have the highest quality championship belt with the lowest price. Replace those old trophies with stock belts on hand that they can customize for as low as $30. Any occasion, celebrations, awards, championships, fantasy leagues, gifts, plus wrestling, mixed martial arts, boxing. If you need championship belts, check them out. Pro-Am Championship Belts, ProAmBelts.com. Look them up on Facebook, Pro-Am Belts. Trust me, nothing says cool like doing the discount double check with a real championship belt. Just ask Aaron Rodgers. Now you too can can have one thanks to Pro-Am Championship belts.
Hey, you guys are rocking with Reggie Germany, former wide receiver of the Buffalo Bills and Ohio State Buckeye. You're rocking with the Sports Fix.
Welcome back to the Sports Fix. While you're doing your OHs and IOs out there, J-Rock back with you as we roll on into hour 3, baby, overtime. I knew it was going to be a loaded edition of the show today when we came back. I mean, you can't go 4 days without a fix and then not go into super duper quadruple overtime. So welcome back in. However you're listening across the Sports Fix Radio Network, J-Rock back with you. Going to go to the phones in just a moment. My man Dan Wismar back with us. He was on vacation. I was on vacation, man. We're getting it back together, though. He's back. I hope he's safe and sound. I mean, you never know what they may have done to him, man. Up, you know where he's been. We got him back here on the Sports Fix. We're going to talk some Buckeyes and probably a little Tribe and Browns, too. So you can't call, but you can keep the conversation going on Facebook and Twitter. Facebook.com/TheSportsFix. Tweet with us at TheSportsFixCLE. Email us, TheSportsFix@AOL.com. Going to the phones, Dan Wismar from the Cleveland Fan. Dan, how you doing? Welcome back, my man.
Thanks very much. It's great to be back in Ohio here. It was fun. I had a little adventure up in that state up north. Had a little blowout of a tire on the way up there. A little drama, but all's well that ends well. Had spectacular weather and it was a good trip overall. So, but good to be back. And man, it seems like more than a week and a half since I talked to you. There's so much going on. It's a unbelievable time of year with baseball down the stretch and football kicking off. So it's just a fabulous time of year, one of my favorite times of all.
Got that right. You know what? I'm gonna go here. Even though we are definitely gonna talk some Buckeyes here as they're cracking down. And yes, thank you, Charles. I was about to ask you, did you say Brohio?
No, that must have been a slip of the tongue. All
right,
sorry
man,
about that.
All right, man. I can't lie. The number one comment that I've gotten in the last 5 days across all of our different social medias is, can they put Nick Swisher on the however many days he has left on his contract disabled list? Honestly, I go, man, it's funny when like 25 people come up with the same one-liner and they send it to you. You're like, man, all right, I get it. But you know what? I'm glad Charles caught that because it definitely. I heard the Brohio too, but I'll let you. I'll take your word for it, man.
Let me off the hook on that one.
That's all.
Please.
But I do want to start somewhere different because John McMullen just left us, and he was on with us for a while talking about the Browns and all that. And he just sent me a tweet, and I'm gonna pop this out with you on the phone. He just moments ago on our Twitter, at the SportsFixCLE, John McMullen plugged his appearance and then said, Brian Hoyer to the Texans for Andre Johnson. Would you do that trade? I said I gotta ask Dan this question because now we're not, that's something I would talk about if the Browns had 100% made their decision. Now you're not asking me if I agree with it. You're asking. I mean, that's an intriguing proposal there. But again, man, I'm still. I'm not buying that they're looking to ship Hoyer out of town. I know that's the hot narrative right now, but man, Andre Johnson, that would be interesting if you are 100% committed. Listen, we like Brian Hoyer, but he's not the guy. We're going with Manziel. There's not a chance in hell Hoyer is going to play for us, so we're going to trade him. At that point, I guess I'm entertaining this trade offer. What are your thoughts about that, Dan?
Well, I heard this yesterday when I was listening to Hooley on KNR yesterday afternoon, and he was spouting the same stuff.
Oh, okay. See, this I don't know.
He was saying yesterday afternoon, questioning why they brought Rex Grossman in. This is a sign of something. This is a sign that
I disagree.
And also couple that with Pettin's comment about Hoyer being closer to a rookie than a veteran because he's only had 4 starts in his NFL career, et cetera, et cetera. So all this was supposedly indicators that Pettin had sort of soured on Hoyer or that he didn't consider him, that experienced because he's not. And that this and throughout the O'Brien knows Hoyer, likes Hoyer, has coached Hoyer before, desperately needs a quarterback in Houston. After the Ryan Fitzpatrick debacle.